Hello, welcome to Career with Child. Today we'll be playing with the new collection, Out and About, for the Scout collection. It has 15 dice in the collection. I have 5 out of 15. I had the thank you, the sentiment die with the back mat layer, the garden party, which is the gnome, the happy birthday wish sentiment set, dancing in the rain, and the sprinkle and grow. We'll be playing with the sprinkle and grow today. We'll be making a false center stepper card. Here I'm just showing you the example of Dancing in the Rain that I made on Z4 pop-up block card that I'll be making in my next video. Here's the example false center stepper card that I will be making today. It will be 6x6. The pattern paper we're using is Bayfair 12x12 paper pad by Rosie Studio, available at Spellbinder. For the stepper part, you need an 11x6 card base. You want to score at the 11-inch side at 1, 2, 5.5, 9, and 10. You also need a piece 3.5 by 7.25 inch for the front of the card. You want to score on the 7.25 side at 1.5 and 6.38 inches. And then you're gonna need a piece 3.5 by 6.75 card for the back of the card. Score on the 6.75 side at 5 and 7/8 inch. And you also need a piece 4x4 for the stopper. Score on 1, 2, and 3. So for the stepper card, when you score and fold your score line, you want to fold a mountain, valley, mountain, valley, mountain. For the front panel, you want to fold either or, one mountain, one valley, and the back panel just fold a mountain. And on the front panel with the 1/2-inch score line, you want to put a glue and fold it over your back panel. You want to make sure the bottom one is folded out. See, this one I messed up, so I just fold it opposite way and it works. And for the stopper, you want to fold a mountain, valley, mountain. You will need 2 pieces of 3.25 by 5.5 for matte layer, a pattern paper that's 3 by 5.25, and a white cardstock for the sentiment or for writing is 3 by 5.25. That's optional. I like to glue them down before I glue down my stepper card. It was easier. You also need 2 to 4 pieces 1 by 3 1/8 matte layer, 2 to 4 pieces of 3/4 by 2 7 pattern paper, and also 2 pieces of 5 3/4 by 3/4 matte layer, and 2 pieces 5 1/2 by 1/2 inch pattern paper. This is optional. You could just glue the front and leave the back just plain, but I liked it to match up because since I already had the pattern paper, so I do the front and the back so it looks more prettier. After I glued down pattern paper and my matte layer together, I glued down to my stepper piece first before I glued down my stepper part. to me, this way is easier, but it's optional however you want to glue down. After I got my pattern and my mat layer down, I glued the flat on my stepper one side at a time and make sure it's match up, give it an even space. This card is inspired over at Sam's YouTube channel, Mix It Craft. I'll make sure I'll link her video down in the description box below if you want to check her out. The last part of the stepper is to put the stopper down. I put glue on both flat and stick in the middle as a W and make sure I center it. While waiting for it to dry, I can work on my decorated die cut piece. I had die cut all my pieces off camera using hammer mill 100 pound. When I first get the die, because it's a Spellbinder sent me without the packaging, I like to die cut it out of white cardstock. That way, when I know what piece to go with, I could decide what color I want by ink blending or color with any color medium I prefer. after I put the pieces together and the ink blending dry, I placed them in my water can. I could add more flower or leaves if I prefer, and I use a double-sided adhesive tape on the back, and I added more glue to it and then glue down to my pattern paper. You can add more or less, it's just totally optional however you want. And I use the sentiment thank you from the thank you die set from this collection, and glue down my water can in the middle, my center stepper, and glue down my sentiment on the bottom flap. And I think this card is done. I hope my video has inspired you to create and think outside the box. If you need to shop, please use the link I have provided down in the description box below at no extra cost to you, which helps support my channel. Also let Spellbinder know that I inspired you. Thank you. Please give me a thumbs up and subscribe, and make sure you check out my other videos, and I'll see you next time.